What's up, beautiful witchy buds, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry about the awful lighting and portrait angle. I'm still working on a better filming space, and just, if anybody would like to be amazing and suggest a simple little light, just something small that I could just prop up somewhere, because all I have is a small window with natural light to work with. My overhead light in my room is awful too, so I'm working with what I got, and what I got is not a lot, but I still want to make videos. So, I know that a lot of us are staying in due to everything that's been going on with COVID-19, and I feel I almost didn't want to make videos because I can't really act like everything's okay with everything going on with COVID-19, because everything's not okay. People are dying, people are sick, it's spreading, but, I don't know, I'm almost about to say, but, I don't know, I've heard a lot of people want distractions, and, a lot of people like to, talk about decks or crystals that help them get through hard times, and things that help them. So that's what this video is for me. I have some decks, crystals, and even a few objects that have helped me to stay sane while everything's going on. I have some family members that are immunocompromised. Family members that, I don't know if they have it or not. It's a possibility. I've been quarantined for the past few weeks. I don't really leave the house much anyway, but still, yeah. It's scary, but I don't know. Maybe if someone else is like me and just kind of wants a distraction, here are a few decks and crystals that I'm using that are helping me to stay sane. And I'm also been working a lot more on my spiritual practice, had a lot more time for my spiritual practice than I have in years, and I'm loving it. We'll get into that later. So let's start with the crystals. So the first crystal is some ocean jasper here. I absolutely love this crystal. This has been helping me a lot with anxiety. I don't know if you guys can see that or how well you can, but this is one that it's small enough to fit in my pocket. I haven't really worked with it until like about the last week or so, but it's small enough to fit in my pocket. I've had it like in the big sweatshirt pockets of my hoodies, and I like this one because it's tumbled, but it still has some texture, and it's not like perfectly smooth. There's some texture to it too, and I really like that. I am someone who likes tactile things. As someone who's visually impaired, that's why I like oh my goodness, I like chunks and clusters when it comes to crystals. I like tumbleds too sometimes because they're easier to take with you, but big ones, chunks, crystal cluster things, that's the ones I go to. Next is a large and gorgeous chunk. It's tumbled though, but I still adore it, of carnelian. I got this at Shipshawana on the road, and I had money for it. I was like, okay, I have money, but I don't have a lot, but I please, and I have been saying this and like raising the energy of the intention that I'm gonna find a crystal. Please let me have a crystal today. Like, I got a few gifts for some people, but before we were like on the ride there, before like when I heard Shipshawana on the road, that's where we're going, my intentions in my mind was on, let me find a crystal booth, let me find a crystal booth, let me find a crystal booth, and if I find a crystal booth, let me find a crystal, please, 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 like, please. And carnelian, this beautiful thing jumped out at me, and I was like, I have to have it. I had the money, but I didn't have cash, and this booth only took cash. And my lovely grandma, who saw just how bad I had to have it, purchased it for me. That was, I believe, 2 years ago now. But this crystal has a little bit of yellow in the middle, some oranges, and then this beautiful red. I love to work with it to balance out my lower 3 chakras. And it really helps to invigorate me. I like to listen to, like, I'll hold this in my hand and listen to music that kind of gets me going. Like, if I really feel like I need some motivation to get things completed, this crystal and some good, like, metal music, rock music, whatever. Yes. All of it. Yes, please. Next is some beautiful bloodstone. I haven't worked with bloodstone in a while, and this is a very small tumbled piece, so to my eyes I can't find any pieces of red. I don't know, maybe inside there's some red, but not on the outside. I don't know if this is a kidney shape, but I kind of have that impression in a weird way. But I don't exactly know why, but I've been really drawn to carry bloodstone. And for a few days, I carried these two, the bloodstone and the ocean jasper, together in my pocket for a few days. And they both, I don't know, helped my energy to be more centered, and I don't even know how to explain the combination of those crystals and how it helped me. I don't know if it's going to do the same thing for everybody, but just the calm, centered in the root chakra, but not too far in the root chakra to where you're only on your base. Just connected, centered energy that day, and it was amazing. Next is my beautiful blue tiger's eye. I've had this piece for a few years now. I do believe I got this piece from my witchy shop. The same witchy shop that I got the next piece I'm going to show you, as well as a few that I already have, I think. But tiger's eye is, along with the next one, tiger's eye is one of my soul stones. And then any color, any tiger's eye, yes please. Jewelry, tumbled, cluster, fucking pound a tiger's eye, I will buy that shit. That's dramatic, but I love tiger's eye. And this piece I really was drawn to put on my altar during Ostara, because just the blue and just the luck and the invigoration and the, I don't know. I was just really drawn to have this on my altar during Ostara. Before and a little bit after. Next is this beautiful, my old, tried and true, old faithful, if I lost this crystal, I would lose my mind. And that's not a joke, not an exaggeration. I know that I am a dramatic bitch. I'm fully 190% aware. But I would lose my mind if I lost this crystal. That's just a fact. That's some 2 + 2 = 4 business right there. This crystal has helped me through so many hard times. Through, like, clutching it in my hand, crying into my blanket times. And I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I love this crystal. I work with it on a daily basis. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It will probably be in every favorites video and every decks or crystals that help me video. That's just what it is. And the next is one that I haven't really worked with much. And I believe that either I've only showed it once, or I haven't at all. But it is a piece of rose quartz with a spider. Carved metal. I don't know how they did it, but it's rose quartz with a spider in it. And that has been helping me so much. I don't know. This crystal, having it with me, oddly, maybe not oddly, I don't know. While I'm doing shadow work, having this crystal with me has been so helpful and powerful. And And I don't know. I've liked rose quartz. I've always thought it was pretty, and I kind of been drawn to it when I needed some gentle, loving energy, and I have a few pieces, but this particular piece with the spider in it, just, there's something about it. There's something about it. Alright, my dears. Now that we've done crystals, let's move on to decks. Please, y'all. If you got a candle in already, can you just, like, sneak some energy in there for me to learn how to speak English like a person? Like, it's my first language, but I still trip over my words. Like, I trip over everything else. It's fine. I'm a human pinball. We already know. But I have 4 decks to show you guys, and then I have 2 other things, so I'm gonna shut up and keep talking about decks, I guess. Whatever. First deck is the gorgeous and kind of tiny, and I love it, Earthbound Oracle by Skull Garden. I actually pulled a card from this gorgeous thing today. But this deck is so simple and gorgeous. I really appreciate this deck as someone who's visually impaired with how simple the artwork is. It's very much understandable, and I really feel like the keyword and the art go together extremely well. And it's just a beautiful deck overall. It's one that I can understand well. And it's another one that I think I've talked to you guys in the past about decks where I work with it and then the message, this one doesn't unravel. I just kind of nibble at the message over time, and it seems to work pretty well. And yes, I also purchased the wooden tarot from them as well, and I really like that one, but I've been really working with this one, the Earthbound Oracle, a lot more. Alright, next we have this beautiful deck, the Greenwich Tarot. Thank you so much to Katie Flowers and her Patreon and her Discord, their tarot trade train, and I feel so bad for Katie. I know I have not gotten her deck out to her yet. I can't drive, and it's been so hard to find and line up transportation to the post office, because with public transport, I don't know how long the wait would be before I could get back home, and now I don't know if I can travel with everything going on with COVID-19. So I will do my damnedest to get that deck to you as soon as I possibly can, Katie, and I'm so sorry that I have not been able to yet. But thank you so much for the trade train that I was able to get this deck from. The beautiful Greenwich Tarot. I pulled some cards from this earlier today. I absolutely adore the artwork. It's beautiful and simple. It's understandable for me. And I just adore it. And its messages come through really clearly for me. It's a deck that so far is one that's not... I saw it and I thought it was, the artwork looks like a kid's movie, like a Pixar movie, or a storybook. But then I started reading with it, and this one, it's beautiful, but it doesn't pull any punches. I've done some readings with it where I've asked questions, and the cards have come back and pretty much said, girl, you already know the answer to that. So I'm really curious to see how this deck and I get along over time. It has helped me tremendously, because I do think about it after it says you already know the answer to that. So it does kind of nudge me in directions that I may be hesitant to go, or that I may pout for a second. But this is definitely going to be one that I've just been shuffling it in my hands and not showing you guys cards. Oh my god. This is one that I will definitely be using and going back to time and again, I do believe. Greenwich Tarot. So the next deck is a beautiful Conscious Spirit Oracle. I absolutely love this Oracle deck. I love the like chakra aura looking back. This deck is another one that I love the artwork of it. And it's not very simple, but I can still get the message. Some of it is simple enough for me. And this is the only deck with an affirmation that I really have. I mean, some of my decks have, like my cosmic reading cards in the guidebook, there's a little affirmation at the bottom of the description thingy in the guidebook. But this is the only deck that I can recall right now where there's an affirmation at the bottom. And that is actually really cool, and I do find that saying them to myself has been helpful whenever I use this deck. So this is one that I got at the very beginning of my witchy spiritual path. And it's one that has really helped me in so many ways. It's an all-rounder to me. The fire card, I don't know if I've already shown it to you guys, but that's one that I put as the background of my phone when I was going to a leadership conference. And that really helped me whenever I looked at my phone. Fire, okay, I can do this. Speak up, because you have a voice and you have good things to say. You have important and vital things to say and helpful things to say. So, next we have the Chrysalis Tarot. I almost feel like the decks that I have, there's a theme. Either it's really simple or it has a kind of this beautiful storybook or child-friendly, something like that, artwork to it. But I absolutely love this deck. I love that with the quartz, it gives like a title too. I believe it does that with the majors as well. But gorgeous artwork, absolutely beautiful. And I love the guidebook. This deck I could just stare at for a while. It's helped me on so many occasions. It is the deck that I first worked with Green Man. And it will be in my collection forever, I believe, along with the other three that I've shown you. On to my two items that are not crystals or decks. The first involves tarot, and that is my tarot journal. I have just started writing in my tarot journal again. It took me a while, but I have a lot of it already filled up, as you can kind of see. But let me see here. Oh, nope, this is it. This one right here. Friday, October 13th, or March 13th. October 13th, damn it. Friday, March 13th. This is an Approaching Ostara spread. That's what I called it. Because we were approaching Ostara. It's one that I came up with. But, is there a date for the last one I did? Son of a bitch. Let me see. No, but when I tell you it's been months, it's been months. And there's already so much in here that I want to keep going. And it's just writing down important tarot readings that I've done, the cards I got, the messages that I feel like it's sending. And I find that just even writing down your tarot readings and the things that stuck out to you, I find that when I go back and read it, those messages have come through, like just making the change that the cards nudged me towards has been really helpful. It's not fancy, it's not an art book, it's not anything, and nothing against people who do go above and beyond and take pride in making a gorgeous tarot journal. I love watching those videos, and y'all are doing amazing stuff. But this is just me. I've always just needed a notebook and a pen and my cards. And I've come back to the notebook and the pen, and I've really been enjoying it so far, and I don't plan to pull away anytime soon, again. And here's another one, and this is kind of my favorite item that I'm showing you guys today, in a way. Hi, Ab! My dogs. My headphones. These headphones here have kind of become they've kind of become a magical tool of mine, in a weird way. I don't really listen to music with headphones a lot, and when I do, I find it's when I want to sing. And I'm the type of person where when I have headphones on, I kind of tend to think that people can't hear me because I can't hear them, and I know that it's bad, that's something I need to work on and have been working on. But the past few times I've had headphones on have been times when I have belted, like I put some music on and gone outside, like to where, or been home alone where no one can hear me, and just belted. I didn't care if I was, like I didn't care how bad it was or who heard me, whatever. I was singing because I had some emotion to let out, and that's what was happening. And that also happened this morning. I put my headphones on. I had a playlist on YouTube on my phone, and there was one particular song where I surprised myself. I was like just singing and really getting into my voice. Really getting my voice back. And I even surprised myself. I was like, oh, okay, alright, go off, sis. Okay, hello. We haven't heard that in a minute. And I came back in and I just felt so much better. I just felt okay, like I've released so much that I've had pent up for a while. And I really feel like I do that when I have these on. So, I don't know. Now it's kind of become this thing where when I reach for my headphones, I know that I even pick intentionally have certain songs that I sing to. And it's going to be some emotional, and I'm going to belt some stuff, and I'm probably going to walk around and cry when I'm singing, and it's probably going to sound horrible, but that's going to be okay. But these have become a magical tool in my life, and please do, if there is something that has become a magical tool, if it's a certain paintbrush of yours, if it's, a certain object, if it's, let's say, a recipe book, if I pull my recipe book, that this is going to be some intentional cooking, and I'm going to be doing some magic in the kitchen, If it's something, I don't know, just let me know. If you have an object that wouldn't normally seem magical, but seems to be the key to some cleansing or to some energy raising for you. Just talk to me. I know I've been weird, and I'm going to try to be better at not being a awkward potato when I'm filming, and I'm going to try to have a better set and not and ah and lose my train as much. I'm also going to try to not critique myself as much and be so hard on myself. We're working on it. We're working on some stuff, guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I know that I am the queen of blabbering. I'm going to shut up and let you go about your day. Please, do send know that I send all my love and all of my well wishes to you guys during the hard times of COVID-19. Please do let me know how you guys are doing. I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you soon. Blessed be and be well.